rock and come in. Baby, oh, baby, me say rock and come in.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Whitney and I'm here to provide you with natural hair content. So today I'm going to be doing a twist out and I'm going to be using the Melanin Hair Care Twist Elongating Style Cream, and I'll be going over 5 tips while doing a style out. So I'll just be separating my hair in 4 like I normally do when I do my wash and go, except I'll be doing my twist out, and I like to do my same side part when I do the twist out. Alright y'all, so let's get into it. Tip number 1 would be to start off on damp or almost dry hair. Reason being, I mean, it is your preference, but I tend to do it on either damp or almost dry hair because I find that you get the best results this way, as well as the product usually takes to your hair a little bit better and it doesn't take as long to dry compared to if you were to do it on completely soaking wet hair. Tip number 2 would be not to share your hair while you're twisting. So I'll probably show you while I'm doing it what I mean, but usually when you're twisting your hair, if you're borrowing hair from another part of the twist, like the second part of the twist, or they should say the second section of the twist, then it can also create frizz, because when you unravel your twist you might forget that you actually did that and then end up pulling it and creating frizz. So once I have my 4 sections, I just like to make smaller sections and go through my entire head doing my twist. So I'll usually apply about that much cream to each section. You don't need too much product when you're doing your twist. What I'll do is separate in 2 and then just twist my hair. And I do share my strands when I'm doing my twist sometimes, because when I typically get to the front of my hair, some of the strands are a bit shorter than others and I have to end up sharing. But the way that I unravel my hair, I usually don't get much frizz because of it. So once I get to the bottom, I just twirl the end and leave it be. So that's my first twist, and then I just do this throughout my head. Tip number 3 would be to use an oil when you do unravel your hair. That being because you want to just put the oil on your hands, maybe massage them throughout the twist before you start unraveling, but make sure you have that oil on your hands while you are unraveling your twist. And if you find that when you're unraveling your twist there's not much oil left on your hands, add more oil. The reason being is because it will prevent frizz when you are unraveling the twist. And step 4 would be to make sure your twists are completely dry before you take them down. If they are still wet, still damp, any of that, when you're about to take them down, guaranteed you will have frizz. And that's not gonna be a bomb twist out. We want to have a bomb twist out, right? So make sure your hair is dry when you're taking down your twist. So usually when I do my twist, it takes about, I'd say, maybe 12 hours for it to completely dry, since I am doing it on damp hair. And one thing that you can do, if you notice that your ends kind of end up getting knotted, is take a comb, and when you get to the end you can just run the comb through them so that they're smooth, your ends are smooth. Also, if your ends are tangling up a lot, even when you're just detangling, that might mean that it's time for a trim. So I do probably around 5 to 6 twists for my back section, and around the same amount for each front section. Sometimes it might be less because my hair does seem to be less dense in the front of my hair, especially on the left side. And the last tip would be to take your time while you are separating your twist. So when I say separating your twist, after you've taken them down and now you kind of want to separate each twist, because then they're just going to be pretty clumpy. So when you're doing that, you want to make sure that you're taking your time, as well as having the oil still on your hands while you're doing the separation. You want to make sure that you're also separating where your curl naturally wants to separate. You don't want to kind of cause that separation when you're doing the separating. It will cause more frizz when you do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish this up, and once I'm done I will show you what it looks like. I will be listening to some music while I do this, and I'll come back to you then. Oh yeah, one thing I want to mention is that when you are doing your twist, and I said don't share the hair, what I mean is, like, say you're twisting like this, you have your two pieces, and then you start to separate this piece and share it with the other piece and continue. You want to avoid that at all costs if you can. But like I said, with my hair, once I get to the front, because it is less dense, I do tend to share my twist. It's not something that can't be done. It can, but it can also create frizz. So if you're trying to avoid frizz, that'd be the best way to avoid it, by not sharing your hair when you're doing a twist. Alright, y'all, so this is what my twists are looking like after they've all been done. I do tend to make bigger twists in the back compared to the front, because I find when you do smaller twists in the front, I get more definition. And the last time that I did a twist out was probably in like May, so it's been a while. And when I probably come back, you can already see that my hair is starting to shrink, and when I do twist outs I find that they shrink a lot, so I might come back and my hair is like up to my chin compared to where it is now. So yeah, I also, when I do twist outs, I usually braid from the root a little bit, and then I continue the twist all the way down. But this time I decided to just do a regular twist out. And yeah, so if you do twist outs, let me know down in the comments. And how do you normally do your twist outs? Do you do chunky twist outs, small twists, mini twists? Let's talk in the comments, and I'll see you once my hair is dry. Alright, y'all, so I'm back, and it's the next day, so I'm just going to unravel my twist. As you can see, they shrunk up quite a bit. Alright, so I'm just going to be using the Melanin oil to unravel my hair. I'm going to put it in my hands, just like that. Go through the twist like so. And then I am going to go one by one through my twists. I'm just going to tie them up so they're out of the way. And all I do is twirl it the opposite way that I twisted it, if that makes any sense. Also, when you unravel or I should say, unravel and you twist it the other way from where it was going, if you had shared your hair, at this point, this is what it would look like. And this would be the best way to unravel them without any frizz. I'm just gonna continue unraveling, and once I am done, I will come back to show you how I fluff out my hair. Alright, so this is what it is after all the twists have been unraveled, and right now I'm just going to start separating the pieces so that I get a bit more volume and it doesn't look as chunky. So to separate, I just kind of take my hair like this and I run my fingers down, and wherever it wants to separate is where I'll separate it so that you can avoid frizz. You'll still get some frizz, but it won't be as much if you, let's say, didn't use an oil or was just trying to separate wherever rather than where your curl wants to naturally separate. You can see the difference of when you fluff it out compared to when it's just unraveled, and then afterwards I'll probably end up picking it a little bit and fluffing it out a little bit more. So I will see, and once I'm done I'll come back to you guys to show you the end results. Alright y'all, so these are the final results. I'm done separating and I kind of picked it out a little bit, and I slicked down my edges a little bit as well. Nothing fancy. I don't normally do my edges at all in general for any hairstyle. I just do it when I feel like it. So I probably will go throughout the day finding other pieces to separate. That's what I normally do. And the moisture from this, I have so much moisture in my hair right now. This product is really good. I would definitely recommend it. If you're looking for something to use to twist your hair, the only thing is you do have to order it online directly on their website. I mean, unless you're living in the States, they now sell it at Ulta, I believe, but for the most part, you would have to order it online and it be shipped to you. So comment down below what you think. What tips do you use when you're doing your twist outs, or do you use the same tips as me? Also, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.